Good morning, everyone. While we're waiting for everyone to get in and get settled, now's a good time to grab anything you need to get comfortable. Maybe it's a glass of water, a hot cup of tea or coffee. It might even be a blankie or a cozy sweater. Also, if you have items at home and you'd like to smudge, it's a good time to grab those items as we begin to ignite the healing within. If you don't have smudge at home, relatives, that's okay. We'll send some cleansing, healing, and positive energy your way. This is our time to reset. It's another sunrise, another moon phase. We can start again. Let's take a moment to reflect on how we're feeling and how we want to move forward today. Last day of the year, relatives. Oh my gosh, last day of the year. Aloha, kakahiaka. Hello and good morning. My name is Malia and I'm a community healer at the HIR Wellness Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the mental health and wellness of our relatives of Turtle Island, as well as other Indigenous and underserved communities, and also victims of crime. You can join us here every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., where we will always breathe, stretch, explore ways of integrating self-care and wellness into our daily lives. And we will always honor our cultural traditions, our customs, our ancestry, our strength, and our resilience. So thank you so much for joining us this morning, relatives, as we are officially in the last day of 2020. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our HIR Wellness Institute team members who are here with us. We have one of our CARES counseling interns, Odessa Peters. When you see the HIR Wellness Institute commenting this morning, that is Odessa. Good morning, Odessa. How are you? We also have our occupational therapist, Claudia Meyer-Smith. Good morning, Claudia. How are you doing? Claudia, Odessa, and myself, we're here to support you in this circle of care. For right now, all of us are together to support each other in what our founder, CEO, Native Hawaiian woman, and mother of Oneida children, Leah Denny, has coined and developed as community-activated medicine. That means in this circle of care right now, we're with each other to lean into each other, to support each other, under the realization of what our ancestors always knew, is that the people are the medicine. That's community-activated medicine. As Leah often says, healing is not complicated. Sometimes all we need is to be able to talk about how we're feeling, to reflect on where we're at, to reflect on what we need, and how we're going to move forward. What do you want to heal? What do you need to heal? And these are questions that we can ask ourselves every day. Community-activated medicine. If it means that the people are the medicine. That means not only do we have the ability to help each other, but that means we have within our own hearts, our own minds, our own bodies, and our own spirit the ability to do our own part of our own healing. So welcome, relatives. Everyone, we're so glad that you're here. I want to start off this R&R, like all of them, asking you how you're doing, checking in. How are you feeling today? Did you sleep well last night? You can even take a body scan, closing your eyes if you want to. You can check your body from head to toe. How's your head feeling? Are you feeling any tension in your jaw, your temples, or your forehead? If so, you can go ahead and give it some love. Do you have areas in your shoulders, maybe in your lower back, that you might be feeling tension or discomfort? How about your tummy? Your knees, your hips, your feet, your fingers? And what about your heart? Are there feelings or emotions that might be laying heavy there? Or are you feeling good today? Does your heart feel full? And what about your mind? Are there thoughts that kept you up late last night? Are there things that just kind of keep spinning? And while you're taking a moment to reflect on where you're at, relatives, do share. Share in the comment box. We will honor that. Whether you're feeling good or whether you're not feeling good. We can honor it. We can talk about it. We can offer support. But if you don't want to share, that's okay. Just take the moment for yourself. And while you're doing that, I'm going to make my tea. I got some filtered boiling water. Got my teacup. I have the beautiful Pucka tea, Days of Christmas, that Odessa gifted me. I love it. The reason I show this tea is because I want you to know, relatives, usually I focus on fava tea because of the quality is outstanding, but not all stores have access. Not everyone has access to fava tea. You can always order fava online. There's 3 stores in Wisconsin. However, Pucka tea is the second best one in my personal opinion. Again, there's no sponsorship or anything going on. We don't get any kickbacks or anything like that. But Pucka is excellent. You can find it in most grocery stores. I would say it's the best brand of tea that you can find at the grocery store. And I always want you to have quality stuff, relatives. So this is one of my ways of healing. There's so many different types of tea. Today, I think I'm going to do... Oh my gosh. Ooh. I'm going to do the 3 fennel. So 3 fennel. Fennel, really, really good for digestion. It helps with the tummy. I usually tend to wake up and my tummy doesn't feel the greatest. And I think it's because I'll often snack late at night just before I go to bed. So I'm one of those late night snackers. But this will really help my tummy. One of the things I like about Pucka as well is that it's organic and it's fair trade. It has a Organic Soil Association a sticker as well. This is caffeine free and ethically sourced, and it has 100% organically grown ingredients. 50% of it is sweet fennel, 45% of it is wild bitter fennel, and then 5% of it is fennel leaf. So we boiled this. You can actually steep it for up to 15 minutes. That's a long time to steep. So let's go ahead. just gonna go ahead and let it steep there. And yes, these come in tea bags. It's not loose leaf, so we'll just go ahead. I can already see the color of the fennel is starting to come up, and you can see it has this almost chartreuse color. So teas come in all colors. Here's a beautiful color of the tea. And also, relatives, if you like, feel free to share what you're drinking in your cup this morning, your elixir. All right, let's go to the comment section here. New Year's Eve, everybody! New Year's Eve! Woohoo! Okay, so Odessa says she's doing well. She's ready for the day and happy to be here. Happy you're here too, as always, Odessa. Happy New Year's Eve. Marilyn says, Happy New Year. The best is yet to come. Yes, Marilyn. Thank you. Agreed. Agreed. Odessa says, community activated medicine. The people are the medicine, and it's a term coined by our CEO and founder, Leah Denny. Yes. Good morning, Matilda. Matilda says, good morning to everyone. Read somewhere in my journey. Enjoy your day today, as it is your last. Think I will try that just for today. And relatives, yes, thank you, Matilda. Enjoy every day like it is your last, but also remember, we're stepping into a whole new year tomorrow. Let's talk about it. Teresa, good morning, Teresa. Glad you're here. Teresa says, I'm doing better than yesterday. Still lots of anxiety and total body pain. Thank you for sharing, Teresa. We appreciate it. And I'm glad you're here with us because we can do some stuff about it. We can do some deep breathing and stretching. Glad you're feeling better today than yesterday. So let's see what we can do to move forward. Not necessarily to move forward, Teresa. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like, what I mean is, what are some moments we can do today? What are some actions we can do today to help to feel better? So thanks for sharing, Teresa. Claudia says she's tired today. I think the world is laying heavy in my heart. Spoken like a true empath, Claudia. I feel your pain. I do. And that's why we're here. We're here for each other. Odessa says, morning, Teresa. Thank you for your share. It's good to hear that today feels better than yesterday. Hoping you have time to relax and support yourself. I am happy to see you here with us this morning to start that support and healing. Yeah, Teresa, well, let's talk about it more, too. We'll talk about what we can do when we're not feeling okay. I have those days, too, Teresa. We do. So we're here for you. Claudia, Odessa says, thank you for sharing, Claudia, and glad you are here with us this morning for some healing. Hoping you can find some rest today. Teresa says, very happy to be here. Divinely led here. Thank you for your care. You're welcome. You're welcome, Teresa. That's what we're here for. Marlene, good morning. Happy New Year's Eve. So glad you're with us, Marlene. Odessa says, thank you, Teresa. As much as it is divinely led by our wonderful Malia, why, thank you. It is everyone that contributes to the healing space, including you, Teresa. Your vulnerability to share is healing for me and for others. Perfectly said, Odessa. That was what I was thinking as well, too. Teresa, and to all of our relatives out there, when you share when you're not doing okay, it can be very, very powerful for other people, particularly those relatives who always feel the need to be okay. Sometimes when we're just pretending, like sweeping things under the rug and pretending like we're fine and pretending like we're fine, we start to feel like we always have to be fine and that we don't want to let people know about how we're feeling and what it is that we're experiencing. And what we're kind of doing is we're not tending to what we need. And she's so right. When you do share, Teresa, and all of our relatives out there, when you share when you're not doing okay, you're sending out a very positive message to people. And that message is, hey, you know what? If you're not doing all right, it's okay. Let's talk about it. Let's normalize to be not okay, because we are human beings. Human beings are not always okay. That's not the way that we're designed. And when we're not doing okay, I will remind us every time that we meet, literally every time that we meet, if you're not okay, it's okay not to be okay. And it's really a powerful thing to recognize that. And it is a powerful thing to be vulnerable when you feel safe to do so. To say to others, hey, you know what? I do need to lean into you. Because sometimes our strength and our resilience means allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. And it means allowing ourselves to recognize when we do need to lean into others. Because we can't do it alone, relatives. And I'm saying this as one of the most independent people I've ever known. I bet you, relatives, that so many of you are incredibly independent. But sometimes being very independent means that it's part of our trauma story. It means that sometimes we're ultra independent because we've been let down. And so we learn how to not rely on others to do what we need to do. But the fact is, relatives, you're not alone. And it's okay to lean into other people sometimes. That's why we're here. It's okay not to be okay. But if you're feeling that way, there's things that we can do. Teresa made an excellent example. If you're not doing okay, it's okay. Let's talk about it. That's why wellness and self-care is so important too. Because these seemingly small steps and small actions really do allow yourself to be like, hey, you know what? I can do healing. I can do it right now. I can take these actions to heal. Some of these self-care and wellness actions are awesome. A cup of tea is great. I also have my vitamins here. I have this, it looks kind of mucky and gross, but part of, because it kind of like when the vitamins dissolve, they kind of are like greenish and brownish, but this actually tastes really good. It's just a vitamin drink. I take it in the morning. It's just powder I add to my water. But anyways, self-care and wellness can be things like teas. It can be things like talking about it. It can be things like, um, deep breathing or stretching. It can be petting your animals. It can be gratitude. It can be eating nutritious food. It can be whatever you want it to be. And relatives, I want you to remember that your self-care and your wellness journey, it's sometimes it can be hard to realize this, but it truly is. You are the driver. You are in control. You are the captain. You are the you are the leader. This is your path and your journey. There's over 7 billion of us in the world. You are 1 in 7 billion. You are so unique. The Creator made you with your gifts, with your talents. And even though we can't control the hand that was dealt to us, we get to control how we're going to play that hand. We get to control our next move. And that doesn't mean that on our path and journey of life that there's not boulders that are in the way, or that there's people that are going to come along on their own path as we intersect. And that doesn't mean that, it's not going to be hard to make choices. But the truth is we do ultimately get to choose. It is your path and your journey. And in order for us to heal, there's things that we can do. And you know what, relatives? This year, what a year it has been. And I know that tonight at midnight, it's not like, it's not like things are going to turn into pumpkins and, and it's just going to magically change. But tonight, we have an opportunity to really reflect. We can do it right now. We can do it every day, really. But tonight is an opportunity for us to take a look at, even today, just take a look at where have you been? How have you grown? What have you overcome? Has this been a difficult year? I'm sure all of you are, maybe not all of you, but many of you are thinking, duh. Yeah, it's been a tough year for everybody. But I bet you there's a lot of beauty that happened too. I know that you're resilient. I know that you're strong. You've been through a lot. And yes, at midnight, things aren't going to magically change. But what we can do today is we can honor where we're at. We can honor, think about it. Think about a year ago today. Think about March. Think about staying at home. And I think that getting through this year, we've gotten through this year, relatives. It's going to get better. If we got through 2020, we got through anything. What are you feeling about it, relatives? What are you thinking about the new year? What are you doing to celebrate? Feel free to share. Let us know what you're doing or not doing. I'm working tonight. I love my jobs. I work 2 amazing jobs. But tonight I work. I have a cultural arts center. That's part of my other job, so I will be working there through the night. So today is a full day for me up until about 2 in the morning. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Because we're into 2021 come midnight. Okay, so let's see. Teresa says, good morning to you, Marlene. As does Odessa, Marlene. Teresa says, thank you. Matilda says, I feel very well today. My sleep was initially restless, but I kept handing it over to the Creator and saying a mantra instead of worrying. I had to over and over say my will and my life over to the care of the Creator. It worked. And next thing I knew, it was morning. I'm also going home after 21 days of service, not consecutive, for the community of St. Teresa Point, First Nation, in northern Manitoba, Canada. I will be off until January 11th, 2021. I'm also going for my COVID-19 vaccinations in 2 doses, January 4th and January 25th. Have a good day, relatives. You're awesome, Matilda. One of our elders, one of our healers. Good morning, Terrell. Happy New Year's. Odessa says, thank you, Matilda, for your insight and share. Love that you were able to support yourself last night when you could not sleep by reaching out to the Creator. Yes, Matilda, thank you for setting an example of what we can do when we are struggling sleeping. Jody, aloha, one of my sisters, hula sisters, Jody. Jody says the sadness is starting, but trying not to show it. I've had 2 weeks with my entire family here, and they are leaving in a couple days. Oh, Jody. I saw your pics, Jody. That looks amazing. I'm so glad you're with your mom and your beautiful son and your daughter. I know you've cherished every moment, every moment. Enjoy the next couple of days, Jody. Sending you lots of love. Claudia says, it is so true that strong sometimes means that being left alone to navigate hardship yourself. You're all strong relatives. I know this for a fact. For multiple reasons. One of them is we've all survived 2020. The other reason is because you are the culmination, you are a testament of the culmination of all of your ancestors who came before you. You are resilience in real time. You're beautiful, everyone, relatives. Odessa says, thank you, Jody, for your share, and glad you're here with us this morning. I'm wondering if it would be okay. Oops, I lost my I lost my spot here. Oh, okay. I'm wondering if it would be okay to let some of that sadness show. I believe that just acknowledging it, like you did, is helpful. You are allowing yourself to say that it is there. You are allowed to be sad. I'm happy you are here for support and for contributing to the healing. Yes, Jody. Relatives, when you share, when things aren't perfect, and you're sharing and you're not doing okay, remember that is a reminder to all of us relatives out there that it's okay not to be okay. And that's powerful. That's very powerful. That shows our strength. That shows our resilience. And that can be, actually, that was transformative for me this year. That's one of the things I learned this year was I always lied to everybody when I wasn't okay. Like I guess lying is a harsh word, but I wouldn't be honest. I mean, yeah, if a stranger asks you on the street how you're doing and you're like, I'm good. Okay, fine. But if you're truly not doing all right and you're just, just going about your day every day and just saying, "Oh, I'm good, I'm great," and you're not really allowing the people that you trust and the people that you can confide in, that letting them know that you're not all right. Um, it can be very damaging because what you're saying to yourself is it really doesn't matter. But that's a lie. You matter. You matter very much. You're this lead role in your life, right? It matters. It really matters. Because when you're honest about not being okay, that's allowing yourself to be authentically you, to feel what you feel. And what you feel is valid. It's valid to feel how you feel. So, yeah, allow yourself to feel whatever you need to feel. And Jody, I know you're a strong mama. So if you have or if you haven't, maybe let them know. Maybe you have. I don't know, Jody, but I know you're strong. Teresa says the past 3 weeks have been very tough, spiritually and mentally. All these earthly and cosmic changes are tough for me. We have had such a powerful, or your words have had such a powerful change in me already. The tears of healing are flowing. Feeling a part of a family is so important. Thank you. Teresa, we're thinking about you. Let it flow. Let it flow. What's the Christmas song? Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. um, Odessa says, thank you for your beautiful share. This is Cam in action. How beautiful it can be to share this space and allow the healing to happen in this exact moment. Yeah. Um, I've multiple times I have let the tears flow right here on the camera, relatives. So if you need to let it go, do. Teresa says it's my husband's birthday and we plan on having a sacred fire. Wow, what a momentous day, Teresa. Yes, bring out the fire, cleanse it, start again. In my culture, in my ancestral beliefs, being Native Hawaiian woman, we're taught that fire is sacred as well. Our goddess Pele, she is the embodiment of fire, and we believe fire is also creation, because when the volcano erupts, And yes, it can be destructive. It burns everything in the way. Lava burns everything in the way. But what it leaves behind is it leaves volcanic ash. And volcanic ash is extremely rich in nutrients. And only specific plants and very sacred plants in Hawaii can grow in volcanic ash. So, therefore, that's how it starts a whole new growth process. Lava is actually new earth. Lava is new soil. So, therefore, fire is sacred because the fire creates creation. It's like the beginning of creation. So, yeah, sacred fires. I love it. Good morning, Indigo, one of our healers here as well. Indigo's out there in South Dakota. I think Indigo, oh my gosh, my memory doesn't always serve me right. But Indigo is amazing. We have so many healers here. I love it. You guys are awesome. Marilyn says cooking a southern tradition, black-eyed peas, collard greens, corn pudding, and ham for a prosperous new year. Marilyn, that sounds fantastic. Fantastic. Enjoy. What are you all eating for New Year's Eve? Oh my gosh, if I weren't working, normally what we do is we buy the finest cheeses and the finest everything and seafoods and all that. Like everything, we just do that. But today we're not celebrating. Tomorrow we'll celebrate. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I've been kind of wanting to eat something real fancy. Jody says my oldest son is in the military and it makes it harder on him when I am sad. My younger two, 17 and 15, are enough for him to handle. I do let it out, just not in front of them. Fair enough, Jody. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Look at moms. Mom's always looking out for everyone else, right? The beauty of a mom, right? The strength of a mom. Good morning, Indigo. Marilyn says that food sounds delicious. Jody says mahalo. Yes, and Odessa says, thank you for your share. I'm glad you're able to let some of the sadness out for yourself. I think it is important to allow ourselves to feel all of these emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. Man, if 2020 wasn't uncomfortable, I don't know what is. Marlene says, great words of wisdom. LOL, North Carolina. Darn Indigo, I did it again. Yes, North Carolina. My gosh. One of my strengths is not my memory, Indigo. Forgive me, please. Okay, relatives. So a couple of things I want to talk about this morning. First, though, let's take a look at this tea. Remember, this was our 3-phenyl. Excellent for digestion. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's got this kind of... It's really a golden color tea. Let me smell it. Fennel has that beautiful black licorice smell. I do want to do an elixir toast. Whatever you have in your cup, feel free to toast with me. This is a toast to all of our relatives. You all are resilient. You all are strong. You're all intelligent. You're unique. You are 1 in 7 billion. You have survived 2020. Let's move it forward. Let's honor where we're at. Let's take a moment to recognize what we need to set our intentions for the next year, which, by the way, is tomorrow. Woo! Well, midnight, right? You guys are amazing. Cheers to you, who you are. And this is not my favorite tea. It kind of tastes like... It almost has like a licorice with an undertone of celery. It's hard to explain, but I'm still chugging it. Cheers, everyone. Okay, so as we're going into the new year, I do want to talk a little bit about what you can do tonight. If you're not sure what you're gonna do and you're like, okay, I'm at home for New Year's, normally I'm out and about. Our CEO and founder, Leah Denny, she is if you've never met Leah, this woman is brilliant. She's just like one of the brightest lights I've ever met in my life. Again, she's a native Hawaiian woman. Her children are Oneida. Um, Leah comes from a past she's just overcome so much. And she is just amazingly brilliant and humble and loving and kind. She is just a natural born healer. But anyways, so what Leah does on New Year's Eve is she does vision boarding. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read this post that she has posted up so that if you want to do a vision boarding activity tonight, I highly recommend it. I've never done it myself personally. I do other things to like vision and to like set my intentions and to achieve goals and all that. But I'm gonna do this tonight with Leah. While I'm at my other job, I'm gonna just be cutting out stuff, but I'll read this to you. Dear relatives, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? Are you staying in and just waiting for that ball to drop and say 2021? We would like to invite you to try vision boarding. You don't need much to do this practice. Vision boarding helps you align your goals, create visuals to achieve them, and therefore manifest the energy that can actualize these goals. So today, we will be posting helpful tips and resources to start your vision boarding experience. Here's what you can do to gather your materials. You will need a large poster board. If you don't have this, any paper will do, even a journal. So relatives, a poster board, even a scrap piece of paper, a journal, whatever you got. Next, you'll need scissors, tape, or glue, pens and markers, etc. So you want scissors, tape, or glue stick. So you want scissors, a type of glue, pens, markers. Next, you'll need old magazines. Even advertisements will do. You can even draw what you want or write it out if you don't have magazines to cut out. Okay, so relatives, magazines, newspapers, advertisements. If you don't have any of that, you can draw it. All right, you're also gonna need space. So you want like to clear your kitchen table or whatever you need, or work from the floor and just kind of have everything spread out. And then setting your intention for this activity. So you need attention on it and also intention. So you need to really be able to focus. So those are the 5 things you need: paper or poster board, scissors, and something like glue or tape, old magazines, advertisements, or you can even draw or write, space to spread out, and setting your attention and intention for the activity. Also later, if you do it, feel free to upload and share it with us on our HIR Wellness Institute Facebook page. This is where you are right now. You're on our HIR Wellness page, and there is where you'll find updates and things that you can do to ready yourself. Stay tuned for more tips and ideas on how to create your vision board and begin gathering your supplies. You can see pictures here if you're interested to see what it looks like. Some of the ones that Leah's done in the past, other ones that relatives have done. Just go ahead to our Facebook page and check it out, and check out through the day to see if there's additional things listed here that we can do to get ready. Yes. Okay, relatives, let me go to the comments here. Indigo says, licorice with an undertone of celery? Nah. Yeah, no, totally. It does taste like that, Indigo. But my tummy's feeling better. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for the flavor at all. Not at all. Odessa says, I too did not like that tea. I can see that, Odessa. Indigo says, I'm loving the Fava Earl Grey tea you all recommended, though. Got it last week. Isn't it the best? Their Earl Grey Supreme is outstanding. Oh my gosh, it's like unsurpassed. I've never had a better Earl Grey. Odessa says it's her go-to in the morning. Trini, good morning. Happy New Year's Eve. So Trini says Yeah, she recommended using cardboard. Absolutely, Trini. Use cardboard. Even Odessa, this tea thing you got me, this would actually be perfect. I could just remove all the tea bags, and then I could have this be like my board too. Be creative, relatives. Use what you got. Otherwise, you can pick up some poster board. But yeah, you might have some Amazon boxes or whatever lying around. You can maybe cut a piece of the an Amazon box away. You might have a like a Christmas like a shirt box or a sweater box, and you can just you could use that. You can even cut the edges off if you want. Claudia says, watching grandsons in snow, have to sign off. See you all in the new year. Happy New Year's Eve, Claudia. Sounds like a great way to celebrate the new year. All right, relatives. So we've been doing belly breathing this week. Let's go ahead and get into our belly breathing. I'm going to go ahead and put my hand over my heart. Let me do my left hand on my heart. I'm going to take my other hand. I'm going to put it on my belly. You can't see, but it's just right on my tummy. We're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. We're going to exhale through the mouth for a count of 4. As we breathe in, we're going to bring in that healing energy now. This is your last deep breathing day, right? So before the new year. So go ahead, allow yourself to reflect on the things that you've accomplished, the things that you've overcome, the resiliency you've had. Focus on gratitude. Focus on whatever it is you want or need in the moment. When you bring in that healing energy, let it come to areas of your body where you might be feeling discomfort. Even if your heart's feeling heavy, or if you have areas in your thoughts circulating in your mind, then we're going to go ahead and exhale and release what's not serving us. Are you ready, relatives? Last deep breath of the day, or of the year, unless we breathe throughout the day. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's take a stretch together, rolling out those shoulders. Remember, rolling out, stretching whatever you need. Maybe you even want to stand up. Listen to your body, trust what you need. Deep inhale, arms out. And exhale. Bring the arm across, rolling the wrist, stretching the shoulder and upper back. Oh, that feels good. Other side. And stretching across. Deep inhale. Bringing the arm out directly in front of us, pushing on the fingertips, stretching the wrist and forearm. If you don't like this, roll your wrists or choose any stretch that you feel that you need, relatives. This is your choice. These are all just guidelines. Clasping the palms out and up. Gently bending from side to center. And pushing down the opposite elbow. Other side. And let's stretch the neck from side to center. Double tapping the ear to the shoulders. Rolling the chin from shoulder to shoulder. And final stretch, looking down gently towards the lap and up towards the ceiling, stretching the neck. I love this. This is my favorite. Okay, relatives, before we go, 2 things. I want to chant for you. We've been calling upon our ancestors this whole week. I've been doing an ancient chant because I strongly know in my heart that, at least for me, culture is medicine, and it can be for you too. It doesn't matter if maybe you grew up immersed in your culture, maybe you didn't. But it's never too late to reach out to your ancestors, your relatives, to ask about your ancestry. It's never too late to pick up a book and read about it, do some research on Google, talk to other people in your tribes clan or chiefdom, reach out, because culture is a very, very important part of my healing, and I know it is for many of our relatives out there. Even many of our elders that we work with, sometimes they're even in their mid-70s, and they're just beginning wellness, culture as wellness, as the part of their medicine. And it can be very fulfilling and very powerful. This is why I share the lunar phase that we're in, according to my ancestral teachings, known as Keala Okamahina, or the pathway of the moon of the traditional lunar calendar of native Hawaii. However, relatives, this is not the know-all be-all. This is not the only way. This is not the only truth. This is me just sharing what I know with my culture. We as Native Hawaiians believe there's a different lunar phase for every day of the month, and we are in a beautiful, beautiful lunar phase today and for the next few days that I think is perfect as we go into the new year. Tonight, we begin the first day of what Hawaiians call the La'au moons. Now, La'au in Hawaiian means like, it can mean a couple things. It means like plant things. But when we're talking about plants, what we're really meaning by this is the medicine, plant medicines. So these really are moons today, tomorrow, and the next day. So today's what? Thursday, we got Friday and Saturday. These are perfect going into New Year's because we're in the medicine moons. So these are good, really good times for nourishing your body through our plant relatives, your teas, your essential oils, your herbal supplements, a nutritional food, eating whole foods, eating fresh vegetables and fruit. Being really mindful the next few days of what you're eating can be really powerful. Also, too, it is a good time for fishing. It's a good time for planting in certain areas. Sweet potatoes, fruit trees, bananas. We're in Wisconsin here, so we're not really planting anything. But what does that mean for your wellness path and journey if you're not a fisherman, if you're not a gardener? Well, being that we're in the La'au moons, the first day of the three of the La'au moons, this is a time really, and this is why the manifestation boards are great too, to really set your intentions on what you want. Whether you're making a manifestation board tonight or you're just like reflecting on what do you want? What do you want 2021 to look like? What do you need? How are you going to walk that path? Allow yourself to dream of it, to fantasize of it, to set goals, to set your intentions. Be afraid not. I say this a lot because sometimes we're afraid to dream or decide what we want because we feel like we don't deserve it or it's not going to happen. Put those fears aside. You have nothing to lose to dream about what it is that you want and need, and to take those actions, even just to think of it, even just to dream of it, even just to fantasize of it, can be really powerful because that vision is really a first step. The realization of what do you want? What do you need? What serves your highest good? What do you need to heal? What do you need to grow? Okay, so yeah. I think this is honestly the first tea I've had this whole year that I can barely, I can't even, I just can barely drink that tea. Cool. I do like fennel too, but there's something about this one that I just being honest. I do not recommend the 3 fennel of Puka. Puka's an awesome tea. Not feeling this one at all. Relatives, this one I would not recommend. I mean, my stomach feels a lot better, but it just tastes, ugh. Okay, so we're gonna go into a chant, and this chant is a beautiful Hawaiian chant. It's called a mele pale, which means it's basically a chant used for protection and for spiritual clearance before embarking on a journey or doing a difficult task. Now, and we are today, like we're like moving into the new year, right? So as a Hawaiian, we're taught that we have ancestral guardians. Our ancestral guardians are called aumakua. They can come to us in the form of animals. For my family, our ancestral guardian is the white owl, pue'o, and also the shark, mano. And each family is said to have one or two particular animal forms that it would be associated with. And for our Indigenous relatives, I think you may, correct me if I'm wrong, some of our relatives have spirit animals, spirit guides, totem animals. So maybe this might help you. You might be connecting to your own culture just hearing this. So with for as being in a Hawaiian, we do have the strong belief that whenever we need our aumakua, our ancestral guardians, all we literally have to do is call on them and they come to us. So what I want to do is I want to do this chant for you. I'm going to call on our relatives' ancestral guardians. We're literally asking our guardians to come and take care of their descendants. And so I'll read it in English. And when I chant it in Hawaiian, please do allow yourself, whatever you need, relatives, whatever your ancestors who came before you, all generations, you can call on them and you can ask them for whatever you need, for whatever guidance you need, whatever your struggles are, whatever your pain is, whatever you want, whatever you need to go into 2021 feeling like you have your ancestors standing with you, because you do. And so this chant says, guardians, from the rising to the setting of the sun, from the zenith to the horizon, guardians at our backs, and guardians in front of us, and guardians at the side of the heavens. A whisper in the heavens, rustling in the sky, a reverberating above, rapidly moving in the sky. Here are the descendants of you, relatives. Take care of us all. The heavens shall grow, the earth shall grow. Turtle Island, the United States shall grow, our world shall grow. Give us knowledge, give us strength, give us intelligence, give us the right understanding, give us intuition, and give us spiritual power. So that's what I'm literally going to be saying. Let me turn down my music here. So relatives, as we go into 2021, this is for you. Take a moment to ask. Take a moment to think about what it is you need, what it is that you want. Na o makua mai ka lā hiki a ka lā kau. Mai ka ho'okui a ka lā vai. Nā o makua, ia ka hina kua, ia ka hina alo. Ia ka a kau I ka lani. O kiha I ka lani. O vei I ka lani. Nunulu I ka lani, ka holo I ka lani. Ea ka pula pula o ko. O relatives of Turtle Island. O aumakua ancestors. E malama o ko ia mako. E ulu I ka lani. E ulu I ka honua. E ulu I ka pai aina o Turtle Island. O United States. O healthy earth and planet. E homai ka ike. E homai ka ikaika. E homai ka akamai. E homai ka maupopopono. E homai ka ike papalua. E homai ka mana. I want to say, relatives, well, first let's read the comments. It looks like, wow, there's a lot of comments, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to look here. All right, good morning, everyone. Leah's here. Leah, our founder, CEO, the captain of the ship that we call HIR Wellness. Leah, how you doing? Remember, do check our Her Wellness Facebook page throughout the day to see if there's updates. We will have updates for our manifestation boards. Remember your supplies. You really just need scissors, some type of paper or poster board or cardboard, pens, pencils, type of glue, or tape. So we're going to manifest this morning. Okay, or today for our manifestation board. Indigo says Happy New Year's Eve. Thanks for all you do. I agree. Marlene says Happy New Year. Trini says Good morning, Leah. Happy New Year. Blessed New Year. Aloha. Trini says thank you, Leah and Malia, for your wisdom, love, dedication, and beauty. You too, Trini. Same to you. Marlene says this is fabulous and much appreciated. Thank you to all. Thank you, Marlene, for you being you. Indigo says, wow, that felt amazing. Really brought me into my truth. Thank you. I feel now for my path for 2021. Yes, Indigo, get it. Sending you all much love, everyone. We did it. We did 2021, 2020. And like I said, it's not going to just magically change at midnight, but just know that you can set your intentions for the next year. I'll be here tomorrow in the morning for you too, relatives. You can let us know what you ate, what you did to celebrate, and we can talk about what you want to do next year. What's your plan? You can share your manifestation. I'm really excited, relatives. I also want to thank each and every one of you for a truly, truly transformative year. 2020 was hard. It was so hard. It's still hard. But we've all been here with each other to support each other. You guys are amazingly beautiful, powerful people, powerful individuals. And you being here together with us has helped so many of us, including myself. So I want to say mahalo nui loa to all of you for bringing your strength, for bringing your resilience, for inspiring others, for setting example of what healing of our personal traumas, our generational traumas, our historical trauma can look like. And for that, I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate these moments so much. A big thank you to Leah and all of our team members at the HIR Wellness Institute for taking on this very important role of helping others to heal, helping others to see how they can heal themselves, and for giving us all the opportunity to be together. This has been a powerful year for me of learning, of healing, of growing. And as much as 2020 was really difficult, I don't regret it. I'm happy that we overcame what we did. Teresa says, visions of my grandfather during your chant and blessing. Looking forward to a reconnection with my ancestors as we move forward to this next year. Much love and blessings to you all. Yes, thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you so much. Remember, when things are difficult, all we need to do is call upon our ancestors, and they are here with us. Let them hear what you need. Let them hear what you want. They're in your blood. They come from the heavens. They're all around us. They're with us at all times. Just let them know that you need them. Malamapono iko kino. Remember to take righteous care of your body. And by body, I also mean your heart, your mind, your spirit, all of that. Leah says we started these Facebook lives because of COVID-19 and behind socially isolated to create community and bring community activated medicine to the people during this time. Mahalo for sharing your experience, your stories, your heart, your connection with us. You are why we are here. You matter. With love, Leah. You all matter, relatives. And we're here together to celebrate that. We're here together to walk with each other when we need to support, when we need the support, when we need to lean into others. We're here when we're strong so others can lean into us. We're here just to be in a way that our ancestors have always known, that we can help each other communally. We can be each other's strength. We can see each other. We can support each other. I want to say aloha nui to all of you out there. May you have a safe and beautiful evening. Whether you're traveling from your kitchen to your living room and back, whether you're wearing your finest New Year's Eve outfit or you're hanging out in your jammies, whatever it may be, whether you're manifesting or reflecting, or you're just allowing yourselves moments of joy, moments of release. Odessa says, thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your day and Happy New Year. You are the medicine. We are the medicine, says Leah. Before we go, relatives, I do have an ask for you. We do have a community survey. It's completely anonymous and it asks just a few questions. This is how we are able to keep our programs and services completely free. When Leah created the HIR Wellness Institute, she knew that she wanted to make sure that it would never cost a penny for you to want to heal in mental health, in your wellness. So please do take that survey, relatives, because that is how we're able to keep our services for free. And it's also how we're able to understand how best to serve you. That is our passion at the HIR Wellness Institute. You don't need money. You don't need an insurance card. We don't care. Well, it does not matter to us if you have an insurance card or not. We will never ask to see it. All that matters is that you are realizing that you're on your path and journey of self-care and wellness and mental health. And that should you choose, and when you're ready to move forward, that you know that we're here with you. Indigo said, should we only do the survey once, right? I believe that's correct, Leah. Please do let us know. I think it is only one time that we need it. I'm not sure. I'll let Leah respond. But yes, thank you so much for taking the survey, Indigo. Relatives, it truly is important. That's how we do keep our funding, and that's how we're able to serve everyone for free, free of charge. Leah says you can take it again. It's to let us know what your needs are and are there. So yes, if you do want to take it again, relatives, that's awesome, because maybe your needs change, and it really does help us to understand as you do have those changing needs. Xavier, one of our community healers, and also one of our counselors, our CARES counselors. So much joy and gratitude for you, Malia, and the wisdom and knowledge you share with our relatives. Thank you. Thank you to Xavier, my partner in crime over at the HIR Wellness Institute. You too, Xavier. Same to you. Matilda says, see you on New Year's Day. As a former residential school survivor, everyone is experiencing what we went through. We had experienced isolation, physical distancing, social distancing from our parents, grandparents, and relatives. Ironically, Creator had already prepped us for this new time. Creator works in mysterious ways. Matilda, one of our elders, one of the beautiful healers out there in the world, thank you for always sharing your insight. Aloha nui, everybody. Much love to you. Ahui ho aku no. We'll see you later. And hau'oli makahikiho. Happy New Year, everyone. We'll see you later. Aloha.